You know how in every friend group there's the one person who's the designated clown or punching bag? The one who'll do anything for a laugh, even at their own expenses. As time went by, that individual was slowly drained, bit by bit, until the point where he doesn't recognize himself anymore. This is the story of what happens when the laughter finally stops, and they're left alone with the punchlines that have become their identity. They call this the sad clown paradox. The idea that the funniest person in the room is often hiding the most pain. On the surface, being the class clown seems to work. Your comic talent can win you friends, a higher social status, and even make you seem like a leader. You're the person who can lighten the mood, the one who's spontaneous and entertaining. But there's a dark side. You learn to put the group's happiness first, before your own, using self-mockery to keep things light. But this performance comes at a price, a hefty one indeed. You start to associate laughter with validation, and when it's not there, you feel empty, as if no one is there for you anymore. This is what we call an act that wins you audiences but costs you your peace of mind. Doesn't that sound familiar to you? That urge to crack a joke the second a conversation gets serious? It's not just a quirk, it's a defense mechanism. For many of us, humor is an emotional armor we built from childhood. Maybe because sadness wasn't allowed, or because being entertaining felt like the only way to be loved. It's a strategy to manage anxiety. Self-deprecating humor also acts as a preemptive strike. If I make fun of myself first, your words can't hurt me. The problem is our brains don't always get the joke. When you constantly say negative things about yourself, you start to believe them. What began as a shield becomes a cage. It doesn't heal the wound, it's just masked under huge laughter. The real cost of this constant performance is a deep sense of loneliness. You're surrounded by people, but you feel alone because they're laughing with a character, a persona, not with the real you. This creates a cruel feedback loop. You use humor to connect, but because it isn't authentic at all, it pushes genuine connection further away. After a night of making everyone laugh, you're often left with a quiet, drained and exhausted mind. Psychologists call this emotional labor, and it burns through your mental resources. Chronic self-deprecation is also linked to low self-esteem and anxiety. Over time, it can make it hard to even know what you're feeling anymore, leading to a strange numbness. You start to believe that your own punchlines and the humor, which was meant to be a bridge to others, became a wall instead. So, how do you break this cycle? The goal isn't to stop being funny. Humor is a strength, but the goal is to learn how to be seen. It starts with recognizing the signs. Do you use jokes to dodge honest questions? Do you feel empty after the laughter dies down? The first step is to create a tiny space for honesty. Start by not smiling at jokes made at your expenses. It is a quiet way to set a boundary. Try just feeling a tough emotion without making it funny. The next time someone asks, "Are you okay?" just pause. Take a moment. You don't have to unload immediately and start blabbering about everything. You could, however, try a simple, I'm having a tough day. It's about shifting from self-deprecating humor to focusing on your own mental well-being. If any of this is resonating with you, please know you are not alone. Share your own experience in the comments if you feel comfortable. Your story might be the one thing someone else needs to hear today. And if this was helpful, please like and subscribe for more conversations about mental health and finding our real selves.